All right, let's talk about something that is, well, it's a total game changer. Self-discipline. Now, I know, the word itself can sound kind of tough, right? Like it's a punishment or something. But what if I told you it's actually the key, the secret ingredient to building the exact life you really want? Let's dive in and break that down. You know those people, right? The ones who just seem unstoppable. They set a goal and boom, they hit it. They have this incredible energy to just get things done day in and day out. And you can't help but look at them and think, how do they do that? What is their secret? Well, the first thing we've got to do is just bust a few myths right off the bat. Because our first thought is usually, oh, they must be crazy talented, or man, they just got lucky. And look, those things can help, for sure, but they are not the deciding factor. And here's the big one. It is absolutely not about being perfect. The real answer is something way more powerful, and it's something every single one of us can access.
There it is. Self-discipline. That's the secret sauce. It's the engine that takes you from, I really want to do this, to I am doing this. It's what turns motivation, which we all know comes and goes, into actual real-world results. So, if that's the key, the huge question becomes, how in the world do we actually build it?
Okay, first up, the bridge to reality. This is so important because the very first step is to completely change how we think about what discipline even is. Seriously, forget the idea that it's a punishment or a chore. Think of it more like a tool, a powerful bridge that you get to build yourself. I absolutely love this definition, a quiet force. See, it's not about being loud or making some huge dramatic gesture. It's the small, consistent things you do every single day that turn those good intentions, the I should or I'll get to that someday, into real, consistent action. It is literally the bridge that gets you from where your dreams are to where your reality can be.
So, if we're building a bridge, how do we get stronger at building it? Let's jump into section 2, discipline is a muscle. And this is probably one of the most empowering ways of thinking about this. It is not some magical trait that you're either born with or you're not. It's a muscle. And just like any other muscle in your body, you can train it and make it stronger. And this right here, this is the biggest trap that we all fall into. The perfection trap. We think we have to be perfect every single day, so what happens? You miss one workout, or you eat that piece of cake, and your brain just goes, see, it's over, I failed. But that's the myth. The reality is all about consistency. It's about showing up even when that motivation is gone. Skipping one day doesn't break you. It's the getting back up the very next day that actually builds the muscle. This quote, man, this is it. This is the internal conversation you have to master. This is the mantra. Because let's be real, most of the time, we're not going to feel like it. The real fight isn't doing the thing, it's winning the argument with yourself beforehand. It's that quiet promise you make saying, you know what? My feelings don't get to drive the bus today. My commitment does. Okay, so we've got the mindset down. Discipline is a bridge, it's a muscle, it's about consistency. Awesome. But how do we actually do it? Let's get practical. Section 3, build with daily habits. This is where the rubber meets the road.
Now look at these steps. None of them are like climb Mount Everest. It's all about small daily wins. Step 1, wake up early. Just getting a little head start gives you a huge sense of control over your day. Step 2, set micro goals. Not write a novel, but maybe write one paragraph. It creates momentum. Step 3 is my absolute favorite. Eliminate friction. Make the good habits the easy habits. You want to work out in the morning? Put your gym clothes right next to your bed. So simple, but it works.
Then you track your progress, because seeing those wins fuels you, and you practice delaying gratification. Every one of these is like one rep at the gym for your discipline muscle.
And we really need to let this sink in. None of this is about punishing yourself. Waking up early isn't a punishment. Setting tiny goals isn't a chore. These are tools, and they are tools that give you freedom. The freedom from procrastination, the freedom from self-doubt, and the freedom from just letting your day happen to you. Okay, so daily habits are the building blocks. That's huge. But how do you make them stick? Like, for good? This next part, section 4, this is the secret sauce. It's about your identity. It's about shifting from just doing disciplined things to becoming a disciplined person. Think about how we normally set goals. We always start with the what, right? What do I want to achieve? I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to get that promotion. And those are great goals. But there's a much, much more powerful question that we should be asking ourselves first.
And there it is. Who do I want to become? This changes everything. The goal isn't just to lose weight. It's to become the type of person who is healthy and active. The goal isn't just to write a book. It's to become a writer. See, when you focus on the identity, on the who, the actions, the what, start to follow almost automatically. So how do you build that identity? It's actually pretty simple. Every single choice you make today is a vote. Choosing to go for a walk is a vote for I am a healthy person. Writing for just 15 minutes is a vote for I am a writer. These tiny little votes that you cast all day, every day, they add up, and they literally build the person you are becoming.
But let's be realistic, right? Life is going to throw curveballs. You will have bad days. Your motivation will vanish. So, what do you do then? This is your toolkit. First, rely on your systems, not your feelings. Your feelings are fickle, but your habit is solid. Next, embrace the discomfort. That feeling just means you're growing. Find someone to hold you accountable. And every day, reflect on your wins, no matter how small they seem. That's your fuel for the next day.
All right, let's bring this all home. Section 5, your path to freedom. We've talked about the mindset, we've talked about the habits, we've talked about the power of identity. So what does it all lead to? What's the ultimate payoff for all this work?
And this is the ultimate truth of it all. When you really look at the most successful people in any field, they're not always the smartest, they're not always the luckiest. They're the ones who mastered themselves. They mastered their impulses, their time, their focus. It's all about winning that internal game. And the best part, that is something you have 100% control over. And that brings us to the biggest, most powerful takeaway. Self-discipline is freedom. We started out thinking it feels like a cage, a restriction, but it's the complete opposite. It's the freedom to not be a slave to your moods and impulses. It's the freedom to actually follow through on the promises you make to yourself. It's the freedom to design your life instead of just reacting to it. So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Not tomorrow, not next week, today, right now. What is one small, tiny habit you can start? What is one single vote you can cast for that future person you want to become? Don't get overwhelmed by the big picture. Just pick one small thing. Start there and just watch your world begin to change.